Hey guys, it's Monica with Healthy Living OKC, and also got my dog Brody. Today we're going to be doing some gentle yoga. So it's a little bit of a flow, but very slow flow. Feel free to incorporate this before or after, maybe if you did another workout, or even if this is a precursor to maybe another flow that you're doing. Feel free to also take it as that. I've got 2 blocks that I'm going to be using, and also possibly a strap, so just have those nearby if you have them. If not, no big deal. We can make it work, however, whatever equipment you do have. I'm hoping that y'all are safe and healthy at home. I'm glad that you're here with me. So just a little breath work and moving, and let's go ahead and just start up. So we're going to go ahead and come to a comfortable seat. So arriving onto your mat, just take a moment here, take your hands into your lap, wherever it's comfortable for you, and just close your eyes. And just allow for this moment to notice the body. Just feeling the earth beneath the sit bones. Maybe feeling the contact of your hands against the lap. As you start to notice the body, start to bring a little of awareness to the breath. And just feeling the air moving in and out of your lungs. And just taking a couple more breaths just as you are. And then slowly begin to blink the eyes open. Good, so from here we're going to take a little seated twist. So let's go ahead and take an inhale. You can root your hands to the earth. And then on your exhale, just gentle twist over to the right. So right hand can kickstand, left hand can hook to the outer thigh. Just take an extra breath here, just a gentle twist. On your inhales, drawing your front ribs in. And then exhale, maybe the gaze turns off to the right. And then return it back to center. Root down, hands to the earth. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist off to the left. Left hand can kickstand, right hand hooks to the outer thigh. Take an inhale, let the heart raise. And then your exhales, maybe the gaze turns off to the left. We'll return it to center. Let's go ahead and take a lateral stretch. So right hand to the earth, left arm up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, gentle hinging over towards your left or your right, that would be. So you'll feel a nice stretch into your left side body. Soften the right shoulder. Maybe your gaze goes up, just depends on how the neck feels. And then come back to center with it. Left hand roots down, right arm goes to the sky. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold off to your left. So feeling a stretch into your right side body. Gaze can go up or down. Soften the left shoulder. Feel stretch into your right side body. Come back to center with it. From here, you'll just draw circles with the shoulders. Good. And then come back to center. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take our hands to the earth. We're going to meet into all fours. So you're stacking to tabletop. You're stacking your knees under your hips, stacking your wrists under your shoulders. Spread the fingertips wide. If this is too much for your wrists, feel free to remove the flexion, the bend at the wrists, and take fist to wrists. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take an inhale. Lower the belly, lift the gaze into our cow pose, press the heart forward. And then on your exhales, you're rounding your back, tucking the chin into your cat pose. Inhales, it's a cow pose. And then exhales, it's a cat pose. So move with the cadence of your breath. Doesn't have to be exactly to my pace. And then gradually come back to your neutral spine. So from here, we're going to extend our right leg back. So your toes are curled under and touching the earth. We're gonna get a calf stretch here. So gently press your right heel towards the back of the mat, just to point of tightness, and make sure you have a micro bend into your right knee. And then come back to center with it. From here, we're going to go ahead and kickstand our right leg out to the side. So the arch of your right foot is fairly in line with your left knee. So you can even tilt your sit bones slightly towards the sky, getting a little deeper stretch. You're gonna feel a nice inner thigh stretch. Hi, Proteus. So take another breath here. You can stay as you are, or you have the option to walk your hands in. So we're coming into a gate pose. So from here, you can take your hands to your hips and just hang here. Option to extend the arms out to the side. And then you have the option to cartwheel your right hand down, left arm up, just getting a nice side stretch. Maybe your gaze goes up. And then gradually come back to center. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and clasp the hands behind, roll the shoulders away, just get a nice little heart opener. And then gradually come back down, walk it out. Wrists stacked under the shoulders, and then return your knee under the hip. We're gonna switch out sides after we take a couple of cow poses, cat poses. So take an inhale, lower your belly, and then exhale, cat pose. Come back to neutral spine. So from here, we're gonna extend the left leg. Toes are touching the earth and curled under. You can stay here with it, or it can be a gentle press back with that left heel, getting the back side of your left leg stretched out this time. Again, we'll gradually shift the shoulders back on top of those wrists. From here, we're gonna kickstand the left leg out to the side. This time, the arch of your foot in line with the right knee. You can tilt your sit bones to the sky. Just come to your point of tightness. Feel that nice stretch into that inner left thigh. And then you can stay here with it, or option to start to walk the hands in, coming into your gate pose. So you can pause here, breathe here. Option to extend the arms. And then you have the option to also add that lateral stretch. Left hand can reach down, right arm over, just opening the right ribs to the sky. One more breath with it. And then gradually take it back to center. So from here, you can clasp the hands behind, you can switch that grip, roll the shoulders away, a little heart opener. And then gradually hinging at the hips, walking it back out, wrists under the shoulders, and then restack the knee under the hip. Go ahead and take an inhale, lower the belly, and then exhale to cat pose. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Come back to your neutral spine. So from here, you can either keep your hands to the earth, or if you have blocks, taking the blocks under the hands, step the right foot through. We're coming into our lunge series. So making sure your right knee stays behind the right toes, kind of tracking that knee to ankle stacking. You can heighten the blocks. You can start to lift the hearts. Just start to feel a nice stretch through your left hip flexor. So you can stay here with it. Option to take the hands to the thigh. Option to reach the arms to the sky, crescent moon, inhaling. And then exhaling, just breathing here, another cycle of breath. And then gradually we're gonna add a side stretch. So you can take your right hand to the hip or slide the arm, prop it onto the thigh. So we'll take an inhalation and then exhalation, hinge over to the right. Start to feel stretch into your left side body, maybe even into that left hip flexor. We'll return it back to center. So from here, option to take the block under the hand or to the earth. Right hand is gonna go to the sacrum, so we're adding a little twist. Take an inhale, gently draw the low belly in, and then exhale, twisting right ribs to the sky. You can stay here with it. You have the option to reach the right hand up, just all depends on how that right shoulder feels. We've got one more breath into it. And then unwinding. From here, we're gonna get a nice stretch for the back of our right leg. Start to straighten through the right knee. Draw your right hip back, draw your right toes towards the shin. Make sure you have a nice micro bend into that right knee. So take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, hinge at your hips. Feel that nice stretch behind the right leg. And then gradually lift that heart back up, replant your right foot to the earth, curling the back toes under, lift the knee. So we're in a runner's lunge. Pause here for a breath. We'll gradually think about stepping that left foot forward to meet next to the right, and then step that right foot back. to your runner's lunge. So pausing here for just a moment. Make sure left ankle and knee are fairly stacked. Make sure that the knee is behind the toes. From here, we'll lower the back knee down. So we're gonna do that same sequence with this leg forward. So take an inhale, hands can come to the thigh. You can also stay low with it, or option on an inhale, arms can go to the sky. Crescent moon. And then exhale, just melt the hips forward, lift out of the waist. Pause and breathe, one more breath. So from here, left hand can go to the hip or the arm can slide on the thigh. Take an inhale and then exhale, gentle hinging over towards your left. Open the right ribs to the sky. We have one more breath into it. And then gradually come back to center with it. From here, we're taking that twist. So using a block or hand to the earth. Left hand is gonna go to your lowest part of your spine, your sacrum. Take an inhale, and then exhale, gentle twist, left ribs to the sky. You have the option to reach that left hand up. One more breath. And then unwinding. From here, it's that half splits. Start to straighten through the front knee. So this time, you're gonna stack your right hip on top of that right knee. Start to have a little micro bend into that left knee as you draw the left hip back. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, hinge at your hips. Feel that nice stretch behind your left leg. Breathing into that space. And then gradually lift the heart back up. You're gonna replant your left foot to the earth. Curl the back toes under. You're in your runner's lunge. From here, let's step the right foot to meet next to the left. Take the hands on the shins. You're gonna inhale, lift the heart, lengthen your spine so your back is flat, shoulders away. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, root to rise. Hands go to the sky. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's take that a little bit more fluid. Take an inhale, arms go to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. On your exhale, hands on the blocks. Step your right foot back, you're in that runner's lunge. Lower the back knee down. Next inhale, you can, as an option, reach the hands to the sky, crescent moon. And exhale, just pause and breathe. One more breath into it. From here, it's that lateral stretch. Left hand to the hip, take an inhale, and then exhale, fold to your left. Come back to center with it. We're adding our twist. Right hand can go down. Left hand to the sacrum, take an inhale, and then exhale, left ribs to the sky. Option to reach the hand up. One more breath into your twist. And then release the hand down. From here, half split, start to straighten through your front knee. Draw the left hip back, draw the left toes to the shin, take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, hinge. One more breath with it. Raising the heart back up, replant your left foot. We're curling the back toes under, lifting into our runner's lunge. We're gonna add on here. So feel free to stay where the hands are. Option, left hand can go to the sacrum. Take an inhale, and exhale, left ribs to the sky. Option to reach that hand up. We're here for another breath. Gradually release the left hand down. You're gonna step your right foot back. Step the left foot back. And then from here, you're gonna lower your back knee down. Next inhalation, hands can reach to the sky or they can stay on the blocks. Exhale, pause and breathe. We've got one more breath into our crescent moon. And then gradually right hand goes to the hip. Take an inhale, and then exhale, fold to your right. Take it back to center. From here, left hand is gonna land down. We're taking that twist. Right hand to the sacrum, take an inhalation. And then exhale, twist, right ribs to the sky. Maybe the hand reaches up. One more breath into your twist. And then unwind. We're heading into our half splits. Start to straighten through the front knee. Draw your right hip back, draw your right toes to the shin. Take an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Here for another breath. And then gradually lift the heart back up. Replant your right foot to the earth. Curl the back toes under, lift the knees so you're in that runner's lunge. From here, you can stay where you are or option to add that twist. Right hand to the sacrum. Take an inhale. And then exhale, twist. Maybe the hand reaches up. Maybe the gaze goes up. Gradually return the hand down. We're going to step the left foot to meet next to the right foot. So feet hip width, hands on top of the shins. You're going to lengthen your spine on an inhale. Knees can be soft. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, root to rise, hands go to the sky. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. So we're going to go for one more slow flow, adding a little bit. Feel free to take it away or add. So take an inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back, lower the back knee down. When you're ready, next inhalation, crescent moon. On your exhale, a lateral stretch. Take one more breath. Gradually come back to center, right hand down. Take the twist, inhale. And exhale, left ribs to the sky. We'll release the hand down. From here, it's a half splits. Start to straighten through the front knee. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold. We'll lift the heart back up. We're lifting to our runner's lunge. From here, left hand can go to the sacrum. Maybe it reaches up. One more breath. Take the hand down. This is where we're adding on option. Walk it over to the right. So we're heading into wide leg splits. Align your heels. Feet are like equal signs, parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Take an inhale, navel in, flatten back, and then on your exhale, hinge at your hips. Make sure you have nice micro bends into your knees. So just relax through your neck. We're here for a couple more breaths. Feel free to play around with arm alignment, whatever's feeling good. And then gradually return the hands to the front of your mat. So you're going to turn to your left. From here, we're in our runner's lunge. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot back. Take the knee down. Take an inhalation, arms to the sky. And then exhalation, take a lateral stretch. Come back to center. Left hand can land down on a block or to the earth. Take a little twist, inhale. And exhale, twist. Right hand can reach up as an option. One more breath. Gradually take it back down. From here, start to straighten through the front knee. Square your right hip back. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then we'll lift the heart back up. Return into your runner's lunge, curling the back toes under, lifting that back knee. From here, hand can reach up or hand can go to the sacrum into your twist. We'll release the hand down. From here, we're walking it to the left, wide leg splits. Heels are in line, feet parallel. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Relaxing through the neck and jaw. Making sure you have those micro bends into the knees. We'll gradually start to lift the heart. From here, we're returning to the right, to the front of our mats. We're in our runner's lunge. From here, step your left foot to meet next to the right. Take the hands on the shins. You're lengthening your spine on an inhale. And exhale, you're folding at your hips. Inhaling, root to rise, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's take an inhalation, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, fold at your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, step your right foot back. We're gonna lower the back knee down. From here, you're gonna take your left hand on the inside of the leg. So we're taking a lizard variation. Feel free to heighten or lower the blocks if you have them. Just make sure in your alignment that your left knee stays behind the left toes. You may need to shimmy your left foot forward. So you can always hinge, just always taking that variation that's feeling good for you. It can be a gentle draw of the left thigh towards that left shoulder or arm as you gently melt the hips forward. We're here for one more breath. And then gradually, we're going to realign the left arm to the outside of the left foot. You're going to realign your ankle, knee, and hip up. From here, we're switching sides. So you're going to curl your back toes under, lift into that runner's lunge. Step your right foot to meet next to the left. Step the left foot back, lower the back knee down. Check the alignment of your right knee this time. We're going to take the right arm on the inside of the right leg. Make sure that right knee stays behind the toes. Melt the hips forward, take a moment here to settle into it. Feel free to hinge if that's your thing, or any other variation. Take a couple of breaths into it. It's that gentle draw of the right knee, right thigh towards the right shoulder or arm as you melt the hips forward. We're here for one more breath. Good, and then gradually press it back up. Right arm goes to the outside of the thigh. Realign the ankle, knee, and hip up. So from here, we're actually just going to come to a seat. So from here, if you have that strap, grabbing it. So option just to come to your back. You can take a roll back with me if you'd like. So lengthening at the top, getting a C curve, and then slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Once you're all the way down, go ahead and draw your knees in towards your chest. Nice little hug. Good, and then from here, taking your hands to the right shin as you lengthen your left leg. So take a moment, pause here. It's a little bit of a compression, right thigh towards the right ribs. You can always draw circles with the right toes. Good, and then from center, you're going to reach for the strap. Or it can be a belt or a towel, anything around the house that gives you a little bit of length. So once you take the strap or towel or even a t-shirt under the foot, start to lengthen the leg. It does not, I prefer for it not to be perfectly straight. You want to micro bend into it. What we're looking to do is square the right hip with the left hip and soften the shoulders down. Just feel a nice little stretch behind that right leg. Draw the navel in. We're here for another breath. And then gradually, you'll take the straps into the right hand. You can even place your left hand onto the hip. So there can be a deep bend just depending on how your hamstring feels on the right leg. Take an inhale, hi Bobos. And then on your exhale, open up towards the right. So you're looking to keep your left hip rooted down and just come to your point of tightness. The right leg does not need to meet the earth. Just feel that nice stretch behind the right leg and on the inner thigh. We're here for one more breath. And then bring it back to center. So from here, release your strap. You're gonna bend your knee, take your left hand to the outside of the thigh, and on your exhalation, take the knee across the body. Nice little twist. So from here, you can also gaze off towards your right. And then gradually bring it back to center. From here, take a figure four or a pigeon variation. So you're gonna stack your right ankle on top of the left thigh. You can stay here with it or thread the needle. Just be mindful of how your right knee feels. Make sure you draw your right toes towards the shin to kind of keep that alignment good. And then releasing, we'll go ahead and switch out sides. So from here, you're gonna start to draw the left thigh in and then lengthen the right leg to the earth. So you can draw circles with the left toes. A little compression with the left thigh towards the left ribs. And then gradually you're gonna reach for your strap. Take it under the left foot and lengthen your left leg when you're ready. Nice micro bend into it. So soften the shoulders down. This time you're looking to square your left hip with the right hip. And just take a nice full breath here. And then gradually take both straps into the left hand. From here, right hand can go on the hip. On your next exhalation, you can open the leg off to the left. This time you're keeping your right hip rooted down. Feel a nice stretch behind your left leg and the inner left thigh. One more breath. And then gradually draw the leg back to center. From here, we're going to release the strap, bend through the knee. We're taking the right hand to the outside of the thigh. On our next exhalation, let's take that twist. Take the knee across the body over towards the right. Maybe your gaze goes off to the left. Taking one more full breath. And then bring it back to center. From here, pigeon or figure four. So left ankle on top of the right thigh. You can stay here with it, dorsiflex, draw the left toes to the shin, again protecting now this side, the left knee. You can stay here, or you can thread the needle. Just feel a nice stretch into that left outer hip. One more breath with it. Good, and then gradually releasing. Step the feet to the earth. You can even knock the knees here. Start to just close the eyes. Slowing it down. Feel free to stay as you are with the knees bent, or maybe you start to extend through the legs. We're meeting into Shavasana. So it's our final pose for the day. So finding a little space between the heels and just allowing the toes to fall open. Just a moment to rest, a moment just to absorb the energy from the practice. Coming back to that breath, coming back to that connection of the body to the earth. Taking 3 more full breaths just as you are. Slowly just beginning to bring a little awareness back to your senses, a little wiggle to the toes, the fingers, a little roll to the wrists and ankles. Maybe you have a full body stretch or a little lick from Brody. Gradually turn to either side into fetal position. So a moment here. Feel how you feel. And then gradually pressing your top hand to the earth, coming to a comfortable seat. Just as we began, take your hands to your laps. Take a moment here, you can even close the eyes. Just feeling the air moving in and out of the lungs. And then slowly just beginning to blink the eyes open. We'll take an inhalation, hands reach to the sky. And then exhalation, hands return to heart center. The light and love of me honors the light and love in all of you. Namaste. See you soon, you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you, thank you.